What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfires. Now, there were a lot of people who assumed that when James Gunn left Marvel to head over to DC, that some of the normal actors that work with him that have already played Marvel superheroes would soon be suiting up for DC as well. We've already heard confirmations of this. Chris Pratt will eventually be a part of the DC universe, as will others from the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise. But it appears as though, according to this latest industry insider update, there may be one specific actor who's headed the other way, and from one of DC's biggest roles as Batman to the MCU. We're going to break down where this news and rumor came from, and then speculate just a little bit as to which character he may be talking to Kevin Feige about, only because we know exactly what they're casting at this current time. We're breaking it all down. Robert Pattinson joining the MCU, but first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content at the channel. That's all we do, so if that sort of thing's for you, hit the sub button, leave a comment down below. That will automatically enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway. The next one is right around the corner for What If's finale next month. Again, all you got to do is be a sub, leave a comment. If you want, stick around at the end of the video. We get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so according to industry insider Daniel RPK, Robert Pattinson recently met with Kevin Feige and Marvel Studios about a possible MCU role. Now, before we dive headfirst into the speculation for the 3 or 4 characters I think they may most likely be casting him for, it's important to note that just because somebody meets with Marvel Studios or Kevin Feige does not necessarily mean that they're joining the MCU. This could have been for a possible role, but as we've seen in the past, there have been other huge actors, say like Keanu Reeves, who have admitted they've had several meetings with Kevin Feige and Marvel, but it's a matter of finding the right role, where obviously the studio needs to fill what they're casting for now and in front of them. Other actors may feel like the role's not right for them, the commitment's not right for whatever reasons, and nothing moves forward. So just because he met with Marvel does not mean he's 100% going to show up in an MCU movie, but you have to imagine if he's wrapping up his Batman role with this next Batman 2, and if DC and James Gunn truly intend on recasting when and if they do that for the Brave and the Bold Batman film, that he will be free to do a different superhero thing, and there are several superheroes they could be casting him for, and right now. First of which would be the role of Nova, which we know is in its earliest parts of development and probably won't film until the end of next year or even 2026, looking for a release in the next saga, the Mutant Saga. And while Richard Rider may be a perfect fit for him, at least from his own standpoint, I think it is a little bit early to be casting for Richard Rider just yet for the Nova series. And that series is intended on being sent to Disney Plus. I just don't see Robert Pattinson joining a Disney Plus TV series, even if there are silver screen appearances behind it. He seems like someone you're rolling out on the big screen and immediately when you sign him for whatever character he's playing. Now, the next piece of news that you can't ignore came from the very same source in Daniel Richtman at the end of last week, talking about Marvel Studios is now casting for a major secret role in Doomsday that will follow up and have a major role in Avengers Secret Wars. Perhaps if he's playing Nova or a certain character like that, then he would make his debut during these 2 Avengers films. Plus, for an actor as big as Robert Pattinson, who's playing a role like Batman, he certainly doesn't want to move backwards and play a B-tier or tertiary character in the MCU. He'd be looking for a huge role. And so, if there is something secret, some major character they plan on using in Doomsday and Secret Wars, Robert Pattinson might be the actor that they would look at for that. Still, we have no context for who that role could be, but as I mentioned, there are certain players in the Secret Wars sagas, like say the Beyonder, that he wouldn't fit for, or say Owen Reese Molecule Man, who he might be a perfect fit for, that Marvel still may be looking to involve this late in the game in the MCU. And so for something like that, I could totally see it. Plus, if it were simply for these 2 Avengers films, the end of the Multiverse saga, then the commitment wouldn't be as long as say, hey, we need you as Nova, we're going to need you for the next 10 years, you're signing a 6-film contract. Again, for some of these big actors, something like that, some sort of huge commitment, is not the kind of thing that they want to get entered into, at least at this point in their career. And so if he knows that, hey, I joined Marvel for the next 2 or 3 years, I'm in the next 2 huge Avengers films, and then my time is done, that could be attractive to Robert Pattinson. But without truly knowing who any of those secret characters are, it's sort of hard to tell whether or not he would fit the bill. Now, obviously, the other huge thing that is looming on the horizon is the recast for the X-Men in the MCU. Just days ago, we talked about Marvel very obviously utilizing what X-Men they already have and from the Fox universe, and that some of those characters and actors may hang over as we enter the Mutant Saga, say like Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, maybe even Channing Tatum's Gambit. Fingers crossed, I really want a recast there. but it could also be the case that Marvel Studios is looking to involve some of their new X-Men, some of their recast X-Men, like a Cyclops, in the next 2 Avengers films. So when we get to the X-Men in the Mutant Saga, these are not all brand new characters who had nothing to do with the huge event that just took place. It would give them basically a bridge. Hey, you've already met some of these characters. They've already overlapped with some of the Avengers and some of the current players in the MCU, like the Fantastic Four and the new Captain America. Then you're going to get to be introduced to the rest of their team that comes from their multiverse when they put the whole multiverse back together after Secret Wars. Still, extremely exciting that Marvel Studios is closing in on huge names like this, and I think Robert Pattinson would be an excellent addition to the MCU if, and huge if here, they cast him in the right role. But you guys let me know all your thoughts down below. If you agree you'd like to see him in the MCU and who you want him to play. I'm all ears as always. Quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. Okay, we're still giving away PlayStation 5s at the channel, and we're still going to do that until the PlayStation 5 Pro comes out, then we'll switch over. We just gave one away for the finale of Agatha All Along, and we have another one coming up for the finale of What If, which goes live next season. Next year is actually going to be a banger, because we give one away with every Marvel release, and next year there's at least 6 or 7 of them. If you want to be entered to win for any of the other giveaways we do, say through the holiday season, all the same rules will always apply. It's super simple. All you got to do is be a subscriber, so hit the sub button, then leave a comment down below. Because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will always be announced at the end of videos in the same segment we're doing here, live with my voice, and a winning comment when there is one shown on screen. So please be safe and vigilant on YouTube, really any platform. If you should get a comment from an obvious spammer using some content creator's photo trying to claim that you've won a prize, but then wants your information on third-party app, never ever give them your information. That is so unsafe. It's just a ruse. They're all just trying to get you to pay for shipping for a prize that doesn't exist. Keep in mind, no content creator, myself included, will ever charge you for shipping if you should win something. That's kind of part of the deal. It'd be hilarious if we did that. We would never do that, so please be safe and vigilant. If you should get a spam comment like that, and unfortunately, they're still all over the platform, even though they've left my channel alone for a while. If you should get a comment like that, simply report it directly to YouTube. I guarantee you that the content creator, the YouTuber, already knows, and by reporting it to YouTube, they will delete it even faster and the account. So not only has the comment gone from the page and you're helping that content creator out, but everywhere they've commented across YouTube will also now be gone. You're really just doing the entire YouTube community a service. The best way to keep up with the content at the channel has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on. And as always, if you like today's video, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. My name is Michael Roman. You can find me in a couple of places, Instagram and Twitter at I'mFires. You can also find me on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, iTunes, under the name Allfires. And while I sincerely appreciate you checking out my music, thanks for checking this channel out. Stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.